Hey everyone, I'm Thermal Assistant 4 here, and today we're going to continue on to our Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. On PC. Now, we're here in Rude Awakening. So, as I mentioned after beating the game, and still not even having 40%, we're going to be playing through the inverted levels here, where we're going to be collecting all of its gems too. This is also a perfect opportunity for me to show off that new triple spin we've unlocked. Now, some obvious differences out the way. One of the big things is that, yes, this is just inverted, and we're going to be playing through all this inverted as well. You can even see inverted spiral. But yes, there's actually a lot more to that than just it being a mirrored course. As you just saw, the hidden gem is right here, right out the gate, as opposed to what we found later in one of those little cabins. But yes, on top of the fact that we are going to need to collect all 6 gems again, the hidden gem is in an entirely new location, just like in in the 64, where you have to relocate all the silver coins since they're going to move in different locations. But not to mention, not only is everything inverted, there's actually a cool effect per dimension. Like for this one, for example, you have like a little bit of a radar, I guess like a radar effect. Every time you spin, and I believe same thing with the... Yeah, every time you spin or do the slam, even slide, you actually showcase a little bit more of the level doing so. It's not a very, like, significant power-up right now. But yes, also the triple spin. As I mentioned, this spin is not just you mashing it like the Death Tornado spin. If you try mashing it, nothing happens. But no, you have to time your spins. Every time you do time the spins, you not only get like a different angle as you're moving, you actually go a little bit faster too. If you time this with the slide, doing the slide spin, which skips the first one, and I think it even skips the second one. No, it only skips the first one. You can even get a little faster doing this too, which is honestly nice. Now, I won't talk too much about everything about going through the level otherwise, because it's pretty much just the same thing. The course is just mirrored. I'm really trying to think of what else to mention here, because I believe the only other thing is just, you know, the costume we were wearing. When you beat the game, they knew what they were doing with that. Look at that. It's unfortunately the only way I can show you this because the effect, like you can kind of see all the like appendages that Coco's wearing on it, but it's really difficult to tell otherwise. But yes, another difference. Whenever you use the inverted levels, all the cutscenes associated with that level are skipped. So like, just like what we did right now, we didn't get to see the cutscene of Cortex talking about getting out, you know, Entropy and Luca and all them getting out. But instead, we just jump right into it with the effect kicking in. See? You can't even find the hidden gem there now. Like, I'm really trying to think, because, like, on one hand, I really do like the inverted levels. I really do. But on the other, there are some dimensions where the inverted effect, it's not all just the radar. That the inverted effects kind of get in the way of trying to play through the game. At least when it comes to completion, because like they're funny when you're just trying to play through the levels again. But when you're trying to actually complete everything, some of these can really get in the way. Like right here, the yellow icons actually makes it so I can't even see where I'm landing. Not a big deal since they're pretty big platforms anyway. Oh no! Thankfully, I've already collected the Insanity Perfect Relic. As I mentioned before, with the inverted levels, you do not have to recollect them for the inverted levels. They're only for either or. Otherwise, this is pretty much it. Now, because this is a short dimension, as you'd expect, this will also be a short part. Also, because this is going to be a short part, we're going to jump right into the next level. Actually, I think they actually did something like this for this dimension in particular when we first started playing Crash 4, so this is more or less just doing the same thing they did. But yes, inverted version, basically to summarize it, you're playing the course mirrored, there's a special effect that can affect the game visually or mechanically, because there are some that actually impact the way you perform. Two in particular I'm thinking of. But that's pretty much the gist of it. Like, disable cutscenes and all that, but that's it. Like, I guess another thing to mention is that all the tutorials that you found in that are not going to be easily found. Are not going to be found in the same spot in the level, but the only reason I'm not too worried about that is because by the time you even get to the inverted levels to play on, you pretty much would, or at least should have a feel for the controls by then. But that's just me projecting my opinion. Don't worry about that. I will say this though, for some levels, this whole thing just performs much faster. I can't explain it, but it's just like, it feels like it's running a lot smoother when I'm playing this uninverted than I was when I was playing this level normally. Although that's not really saying much, since I know the boss for freaking engine is the real make or break on this. And also that one level, what was it? Crash Landed, I think? For the big music of those orbit. Oh yeah, I honestly almost forgot to mention, you don't have to worry about the, well actually rather you can't worry about the hidden gems in here, because the color gem effect does not work here. I'll even show you. See how you didn't hear a little jingle when you step on these? See how the cutscene pretty much just skipped right to the gameplay aspect of it? But yeah, I actually realized I haven't really been using this triple spin thing too much. Like, it's really useful for verticality without losing too much speed, which is probably the most I'm going to be using it for most of the time trials. I guess I'm only not using it because I want to also make sure I'm not missing the hidden one, which I believe is actually somewhere here. Like in this section, I mean, not necessarily in that particular spot. Oh, where are you, my dearest hidden gem? I think I missed it. Fred. Okay, that was way too close. Yeah, I definitely missed it. I gotta come back for this. Actually, since this is a pretty short level, and a pretty short video on top of that, I guess I can go back and get it. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Sometimes they end up putting the hidden gem on the chase scenes now. So you're just gonna have to pay attention to that and not die. Especially if you try to collect everything in one go. Can't believe they hit me with that. But yeah, doesn't matter. Because now we're back at the hazardous waste where we're gonna collect its inverted levels. Of course, because I am mentioning this is the inverted levels, I do need to mention that we are going to start playing the timeline levels on these too. Yes, that includes both variations on the same time. I got a little something for that. But in the meantime, I'm also going to be focusing on playing this right now. So, this is our Twitter support, so thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay insane, stay natural fuel, stay true to just radio life, and of course, as always, stay not damaged like this, but at the same time, stay warm.